Hey, I'm Chip Foose. Welcome to the 2015 Detroit Autorama.
This presentation of the 2015 Detroit Autorama is brought to you by Eaton Detroit Spring, made in the USA, in Detroit. Pirelli Tire, power is nothing without control. Discount Tire. Pilot Transport, we get it, and we get it there. Each year, the Detroit Autorama attracts the best designers and builders from around the country. Competition is intense to win the most coveted trophy for custom car building, the Ridler Award. The field of entries are thoroughly examined to select the final 8 vehicles, of which only one will win the Ridler. Let's take a closer look at these amazing cars.
My name's Tim Palazzolo. I'm from Houston, Texas, and we're here at the 2015 Detroit Autorama. My shop is Gap Racing in Houston, Texas. We brought out our 1969 Ford Mustang. We wanted to do a version of a Mustang that was custom but didn't look like we modified too much. I didn't want one thing on the car to just jump out at you. So we widened the car, lowered the car, did a lot of things that we thought Ford should have done without actually making one item stand out on the car. We brought the car out here to just kind of show it off. I mean, this is the Super Bowl of car shows, so we wanted to make a statement. I'm young in this industry, and I'm relatively new to all this compared to everybody else that's in this competition. And I wanted to make a big statement with a bold color and a low car that was just mean. And I came in Friday morning to get the car ready, and they were walking around, and they grabbed me, and I was shocked that I won the grade 8. I had no idea. You always dream of it, hope for it. I mean, it's the Oscar of the car building industry, but it was a dream come true.
I'm standing in front of the car that we call the Imposter. Now, I call it the Imposter because I went to the Chevy dealership 2 blocks from my shop and I bought a brand new Corvette. Drove it to the shop, peeled the body off, and I put this 65 Impala body on it. Now, it's been reproportioned and changed, but the performance ability of this Impala is way beyond what the Impala originally was. It is a brand new Corvette with a supercharger engine on it, 630 horsepower, but it's got all the handling capabilities is underneath this Impala. We are honored to be one of the grade 8 contenders. The announcement's going to be made tomorrow. Who's going to win the Ridler Award? We're hoping and praying that we'll get this for Don and Elma Voth. Well, Don and Elma actually drove a 1965 Impala when they were dating and also on their honeymoon. So Elma wanted her own car and started building this car to be a driver for Elma. This car is kind of a snowball effect because eventually, we were building it to be a driver, and then it was like, well, let's go compete for the Ridler Award. I was like, oh no, you know, we didn't build this to be a Ridler contender, because if you're building a Ridler contender, you're trying to build every single piece as a piece of artwork. Everything has been done to make this the most beautiful car that we can do. It's a team effort, shall we say, because it's not just me and it's not just the guys in the shop. We're trying to build Don and Elma's dream, not ours.
Here at the 2015 Autorama, and we were awarded with a grade 8 pick, and I'm absolutely thrilled to death. My name is Gil Losi. I'm here from Marietta, California, with a 1956 Plymouth Belvedere convertible. It's really major for me because I was here 2 years ago with a car I thought was a shoo-in for the grade 8, and I didn't make it. And I said I'd never come back here again. But here I am, and I did it again, and they picked me this year, and it meant even more. It took me 5 years to find this car. Always wanted to build one. Took it to Steve Cook in Oklahoma City. The first thing we had to do was work on the stance. This car was had low rockers, but the front end was way up in the air, so we wedge cut the car to get the front end down. They'd call me and say, we love your car, but every time we walk by it looks sad. We got to change those headlights. So we have basically the 56 grille with the 55 center, so it still looks like the Plymouth. Winning the grade 8 was on my bucket list, and I can check that one off now. So winning the whole thing would be wonderful, but I'm pretty thrilled as it is.
My name is Dean Oslin. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm a first-time visitor to the Detroit Autorama, and I brought my 1959 Rambler American two-door wagon. Build on the car, I started myself. I've owned the car for 7 years. I had it 2 years in Minnesota working on it. Then I moved full-time to Arizona and decided I wanted to work on it myself down here, so I got myself a shop owned by Doug Yeager called Squeege's Customs. I had him come over and look at the car, and he liked the car and wanted to do it, so that was 4.5 years ago. There's a tremendous amount of people here, and I'm sitting in a chair about 20 feet from my car, so I get to see the reactions of the crowd going by and watch some of the people come back 6, 7, 8 times, bring their friends back, talk about the car. Then they spot me because I got a Rambler shirt on and ask me about the car. The goal coming to this show is to become one of the grade 8. I've made that goal. And what does it feel like? It makes you cry.
Well, we've thought about this for a long time and dreamed about it for a long time. And my first thought was, this has really happened. And when you think about things for a long time and they happen, it's a tremendous feeling of accomplishment and fulfillment. First thing that comes to me is we didn't do this on our own. There were a lot of different parties involved. And we really feel a lot of gratitude towards Chip Foose as an individual, all the design, the execution of the build, together with his staff, which is really a talented group of craftsmen.
Relieved because I did my job. All of us at Foose Design, we're not building our dream car, we're building Don and Elma's dream car. And our goal is to make every dream that they have come true. And one of their dreams was to win the Ridler, and we just did it. And it's like a huge weight being lifted off of my shoulders, because the pressure when you get here and looking at all of the finalists, and there are some absolutely gorgeous cars here. And I know this morning I was thinking, I know which car won, and it wasn't this one. And I have to convince myself of that when I'm here, because it's the only way I can get through it. If you just think you won, and your weekend's gonna get horrible if you don't. But I convince myself that another car has won, and it's a car that I absolutely love. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is, but then my weekend can only get better.
I had a lot of influence in the color. Don was leaning more to green, and I like colors like this, which are warmer. So I did give input into the final colors, but really with Chip, there's no final, because you'll say it's final and he'll say, well, I changed it a bit. So as final as you can be with Chip, I was. It was a fabulous weekend. This is the first time I get to sit in my new car.
This presentation of the 2015 Detroit Autorama was brought to you by Eaton Detroit Spring, made in the USA, in Detroit. Pirelli Tire, power is nothing without control. Discount Tire. Pilot Transport, we get it, and we get it there.